What's up? This is different. We're driving in a car right now, and you're coming with me to go get my baby child backpacking thing that my wife asked me to go get. So thanks for coming with me, and I'm stoked to have you along for the ride. Also, I'd usually have you sitting in the passenger seat, but I decided it'd be more interesting to have you sit on the floor of the passenger seat with your head kind of like looking up to me. So that's what we're doing today. Well, today's Saturday. It's day 16, and I have 64 or 65 days left until I either have made $25K a month in my marketing agency, or I've gotten a job, or I get a job. So that's where I'm at. And to be frank with you, I am not stoked with the progress that I've made this week. It has been infuriating. It has been confusing. Has been frustrating. It has been just anything but positive. Like, the progress that I wanted to make has not been made. And yes, we've made progress with like client edits. We've made progress with, so many other things. But when it comes to making progress with, generating revenue, closing deals, nothing. And here's the thing. I don't think that anyone owes me anything. I absolutely do not believe that. I also believe that God will help you know what to do. A. I also believe that B. God isn't always going to give you everything you want just because you worked hard. And C. I do believe that when you do work hard, it increases the chances of you succeeding. And just because you failed doesn't mean, God, it's God saying no, like, this isn't for you. Sometimes, I don't know if I believe in coincidences necessarily, but I do know that, like, life is just life sometimes, and God designed life a certain way. So it's not always like, yeah, God wants me to have my leg broken right now because X, Y, and Z. Like, yes, we're here to learn. So if that's what you're talking about, then yeah, 100%. But given that, like, I want to succeed so badly because I know that everything that I want to accomplish in life with my time, with my family, etc., is all on the other side of having the first portion of success in my life with business. I know that by making $25K a month, it will enable me to pay off debt. It will enable me to scale from there. It will give me some resources to be able to organize my time, because there's this weird middle ground when you're building a marketing agency that's you can't hire anyone you want anytime. I mean, you can, and you shouldn't, because that's one way to fail. But what I'm trying to say is, you want to hire the right people at the right time. And there's a reason that I don't bring on a lawyer to my business, a full-time lawyer, because I don't need a lawyer. I can't afford a lawyer. I'm not that big. But there are companies who need that. So what I'm trying to say is, right now, a good example is I could be hiring a videographer. But until I reach $20,000 to $25,000 a month consistently, it doesn't make sense for me to focus on that. It makes sense for me to be the one to do that because I have the time. As you reach $50,000, $100,000 a month, frickin' heck. As you reach those months, then you start to have your, schedule completely full with sales calls. So, I understand fairly well on that. The biggest thing that I'm struggling with right now, or I'd say the 2 or 3 biggest things over the past 2 weeks while I've been documenting, over the past 2 weeks while I've been documenting all of this, has been, A, I'm struggling to get consistent clients that are the people I want to be talking to. B, I know I'm doing this ABC thing multiple times, but it's just easy for my brain, okay? Give me a little break. A, what I just said. B, I am struggling to close the people that I do get on calls with, so it's a sales issue. And then C, I'm struggling to get extremely consistent results for my clients, because here's the thing, I do get results. I am getting them leads. Am I getting all of them highly consistent leads? No. Am I getting them all consistent leads? Yes. Are they all profiting a lot? Not exactly. So I'm in this, gray area where I really am trying to do everything I can. I really do want to do, as much as I possibly can, but I'm in this weird spot where I'm like I'm genuinely trying so many things differently all the time, but at the same time I don't want to iterate too far from the core concept of my marketing agency, because exactly what I'm doing is being done by other people, and I can't seem to, it's just not clicking. It's like I understand them, and if someone asked me a question, I'd probably, let's say someone else in my marketing group, I have a little community, shout out to Rich Cross, the owner and my good friend. I absolutely believe that, if they were to ask me a question like, hey, what do you want this metric to be, or how do you create a good offer, I believe I would be able to get 80 or 90% of the way with the right answer. Am I proficient in those things? No, because I haven't succeeded to the level that I'd like to, and therefore I believe I'm lacking knowledge for that reason. But yeah, I genuinely am struggling to figure out what it is that I'm missing, and I want to figure it out. I'm willing to learn. I'm trying to be humble, and I'm trying to attend group calls still, not acting like I know everything. I'm not giving up. I'm documenting what I'm doing. I'm trying different things. So many things, and I know it's just, there's gonna be a day or a week or a month where, it finally just clicks. It just happens. And right now, I'm not where I want to be. So, if there's any advice I can give to you, if you're anything like me, it's, brother, just don't give up. You will figure it out, and there will come a day where it will all click. And you will have realized that all along, while you were worried that X or Y would happen, that you would fail, or that you would not be able to afford your bills, etc. Those were just things that were part of the journey. And trying to avoid failure while you're on the path of success is literally just how life goes. And you wouldn't be living the human experience if you wouldn't be living the human experience if you didn't experience failure. You wouldn't learn. You wouldn't have the knowledge that you can gain from the hardship and the choices that you make that lead you to failure, because every single time you fail, you're a step closer to success. The only difference is that to be able to get to that point, you have to be willing to iterate, and you have to stay consistent. Because if you don't stay consistent, then you're not going to succeed. And if you don't iterate, then you're just going to be banging your head against a wall for 10 years, doing the same thing over and over and over, and seeing no different result, because you did the same exact thing expecting a different result. So if that's advice that I could give to someone that's in my position, I absolutely believe I'm going to figure it out. Of course, I do have a 6-figure wedding business with my wife that's bringing in income on the side. So it's not like, it's not like I don't know what I'm doing at all. It's just, I am just trying to figure this out. And for some reason, I can't break past $18,000 a month in this business, which that is no small feat, but it's definitely nowhere near where I want to be and where a lot of the peers and friends that I have that I look up to. So anyways, that's advice that I'd give to you in my position, and advice that I'd give to my old self. And advice that I give to myself right now, honestly, I need to internalize that. And yeah, hope this was valuable. Thanks for coming on a ride with me. I'll be there in 2 minutes, so just thought this would be a good time to have a chill convo. Subscribe. Peace.